and latter parts of this week, and then eventually into the early parts of this weekend, we are going to be watching a front come through and bring us back to our typical summertime weather pattern throughout the Carolinas, which does include probably the mostly sunny skies with a very small chance of an afternoon shower or even thunderstorm during the afternoon hours. And considering how quiet the tropical action has been throughout the last several weeks, most of you have maybe put away your raincoat considering we haven't seen any tropical action. Well, unfortunately, you may have to bring that out considering we have a brand new, very small area of tropical development that has now just formed off the southeastern coast, and I will tell you all about that coming up in just a couple of minutes. So here is our nationwide outlook for today. We have two different stationary fronts across the northern tier of the United States. One of them is connected to an area of low pressure that is now just in the northeastern portion of North Dakota. There's that stationary front really going all the way throughout central Montana and then connecting with a low pressure system that has a cold front running all the way down throughout the interior northwest and then eventually into northern parts of California. Three different areas of low pressure surrounding the Four Corners region, and then as you head back out towards the eastern United States, a massive area of low pressure has formed just off the coast of New England, making a stationary front really going right throughout the whole entire mid-Atlantic and then eventually into the southeast, connecting with another area of low pressure here, and then also has a stationary front going throughout the Gulf Coast and then eventually into the southern and central plains. Here's a better look at that front I was just telling you about affecting the southeastern region. There's that cold front really going right throughout the southeast, connecting with that area of low pressure right over the border of Mississippi and Alabama. And then that stationary front goes throughout the rest of the Gulf Coast and then eventually into the southern and central plains. Here's a look at our SPC outlook nationwide. Our only area of concern today is going to be in this general little area right here across portions of northeastern Montana. But other than that, the threat for severe weather is generally going to be low today. We're only going to be looking at that marginal slight risk on our SPC level today. Thankfully, a very low risk of any tornadoes or even severe weather. We do have a very slight risk of damaging winds or even hail, but absolutely no threats of either flooding or tornadoes at all. And then as we head back to our local area, as you can see on our map, there is absolutely no risk for severe weather anywhere throughout the southeast. We're only going to be in that marginal to low risk on our SPC outlook and also our threat for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms. And as you can see, no threat of any severe weather, including damaging winds, flooding, large hail, or even tornadoes. So you can all take a sigh, or you can all take a deep breath and say there is no severe weather at all today. Now, what you need to be watching out for is our tropics, because as I just said, we have a brand new area of tropical development that has now formed just off the southeastern coast of the United States. So right here, this is our main center of low pressure right here, just formed off of the southeastern coast. I think it was actually connected to that front that's actually coming through our region right now. It broke off of that frontal boundary because it's not strong enough to stay on it, and now it has headed into the warm ocean waters of the southeast, and because of that, it has now become somewhat of a tropical threat. But as you can see, we're not expecting this to form at all. Only a 10% chance throughout the next 48 hours, and throughout the next 5 days, only about a 30% chance of forming. So you can definitely do not worry about this. If we get anything as far as impacts with the system goes throughout the whole entire southeast, you'll maybe experience some winds, maybe up to around 15 miles an hour gusts, I'm probably saying. A couple of rain showers, but other than that, we're not expecting anything else. So do not be worried about this system at all. So as we head throughout the later portions of this week, and then eventually into the weekend, here's our forecast. As we head into tomorrow, only about a 20% chance of rain, a mix of sunshine and clouds, topping out in the 90s in the afternoon, dropping down to the low 70s at night. And then here's your weekend forecast, a mix of sunshine and clouds, a 20% chance of rain on Saturday. I mean, there's absolutely no chance of rain on Sunday. Both days topping out in the afternoon in the low 90s, dropping down into the low 70s to end off the night. And then eventually, as you head into the early portions of next week, we have a brand new front coming through that will bring us about a 30% chance of seeing an afternoon shower or even thunderstorm throughout the day on Tuesday, with about a 30% chance of rain. Temperatures still topping out in the low 90s in the afternoon and then dropping down to the low 70s as you end off the week. So other than that, we really have a really good forecast. I mean, as far as that area of low pressure goes, that has now become a tropical system, and also that next front that will be coming through on Thursday. Other than that, there's going to be no weather affecting us at all. So really, as you head throughout the later portions of this week, into this weekend, and then eventually into the early portions of next week, all you have to be on the look for is high temperatures in the low 90s, dropping down into the low 70s at nighttime, plenty of humidity outside. There's absolutely going to be no rain. However, because of all the humidity, we could see heat indexes getting up to around the mid-90s or maybe even low triple digits. So definitely be sure you're staying hydrated, staying in the shade as much as possible. I mean, still be outside considering the weather's going to be gorgeous, but still make sure that you're hydrated so that way you don't get a headache or anything else like that. So that is basically all I have for you all today. Please be sure to visit my website up above at www.liamsweather.org. Here's my social media outlets once again. There's my Twitter at liamsweather621. There's my Instagram at liamkenny. And last but not least, there's my Facebook at liamkenny once again. So that is it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.